Argentina's rejection of BRICS. Membership. A comprehensive analysis. Background. BRICS, an acronym for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, represents a coalition of emerging economies aiming to challenge Western economic hegemony. Established in 2009 with South Africa joining in 2010, the group's primary objectives include fostering economic cooperation, enhancing trade, and promoting a multipolar world order. The BRICS nations together represent a significant portion of the world's population, GDP, and landmass, positioning them as a formidable bloc in global economic and political affairs. Expansion of BRICS. In August 2023, BRICS announced plans for expansion, inviting Argentina, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates to join its ranks. This move was part of a strategic effort to enhance the group's global influence and diversify its economic and political alliances. The inclusion of these nations, each with its own unique economic and geopolitical significance, was seen as a critical step in solidifying BRICS's role as a counterbalance to Western-led institutions like the IMF and the World Bank. Reasons for Argentina's rejection. Political leadership and ideology. Argentina's decision to reject BRICS membership in late 2023 came under the leadership of Javier Milei, the newly elected far-right president. Milei's administration, characterized by its libertarian and pro-Western stance, marked a significant departure from Argentina's previous government policies. Milei, an economist and politician known for his radical views on economic liberalization and strong opposition to socialism, believed that joining BRICS was not opportune for Argentina. His administration's ideological framework clashed with BRICS's goals, particularly its emphasis on state-led economic development and collective bargaining power against Western dominance. Clashing goals and priorities. Several analysts argue that Milei's rejection of BRICS membership was driven by a fundamental misalignment with the group's objectives. BRICS aims to promote economic cooperation among its members and advocate for a multipolar world order where no single country or bloc dominates global affairs. This vision inherently challenges the existing global power structures dominated by the United States and its Western allies. Milei's administration, however, appeared to prioritize strengthening ties with the United States and other Western countries. His economic policies lean towards neoliberalism, advocating for free market principles, deregulation, and reducing the state's role in the economy. This approach is in stark contrast to the state-led economic models favored by many BRICS nations, particularly China and Russia. Economic considerations. From an economic perspective, Argentina's decision can also be viewed through the lens of its immediate financial priorities. Argentina has been grappling with severe economic challenges, including high inflation, debt crises, and currency instability. Joining BRICS, while potentially beneficial in the long term, may have seemed less immediately advantageous compared to the prospects of securing more immediate financial assistance and favorable trade deals from Western countries. Potential impacts. Loss of BRICS. Benefits. Rejecting BRICS membership means Argentina will miss out on several potential benefits. The BRICS group has established mechanisms like the New Development Bank, which provides funding for infrastructure and sustainable development projects. Access to such funding could have been crucial for Argentina in addressing its infrastructure deficits and boosting economic growth. Additionally, membership in BRICS would have facilitated deeper trade relations with some of the world's largest and fastest-growing economies. This could have opened up new markets for Argentine exports, potentially diversifying its trade partners and reducing its economic reliance on Western nations. Uncertainty in BRICS' expansion plans. Argentina's rejection has introduced a level of uncertainty in BRICS' expansion plans. The inclusion of new members was intended to strengthen the group's global influence and enhance its economic and geopolitical reach. However, Argentina's decision highlights potential challenges in achieving cohesive goals among a diverse group of countries with differing political ideologies and economic priorities. The expansion strategy hinges on the ability of BRICS to present a unified front despite the varying interests of its members. Argentina's rejection underscores the complexities involved in maintaining such unity, especially when member countries face different domestic pressures and geopolitical considerations. Looking ahead. Future prospects for Argentina. Whether Argentina might reconsider joining BRICS under future leadership remains an open question. Political dynamics can shift, and future administrations may have different perspectives on the benefits of BRICS membership. If Argentina's economic situation worsens, or if geopolitical circumstances change, future leaders might view BRICS as a more attractive option. BRICS' future direction will largely depend on how it manages internal differences and external perceptions. The group's ability to attract and retain new members will be crucial in determining its influence on the global stage. Ensuring that new members share a common vision and commitment to BRICS goals will be essential for the group's cohesion and effectiveness. Illustrative examples and historical context can provide valuable insights into the dynamics of international alliances. To understand the implications of Argentina's decision, it is useful to draw parallels with historical alliances and economic blocs. For instance, the European Union represents a successful model of regional economic and political integration, where member countries have managed to align their policies despite significant cultural and economic differences. However, the EU has also faced challenges, such as Brexit, which demonstrate the difficulties in maintaining unity. Similarly, other regional blocs, like ASEAN, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, and the African Union provide examples of how countries with diverse backgrounds can collaborate for mutual benefit. These organizations highlight the importance of shared goals and the challenges that arise when member states' interests diverge. Each BRICS nation brings its own set of strengths and challenges to the table. Understanding these dynamics can provide insights into why Argentina's decision might have been influenced by broader considerations. Brazil. As one of the largest economies in Latin America, Brazil has a significant influence in regional politics and economics. Its membership in BRICS is driven by a desire to enhance its global standing and economic opportunities. Russia. Facing Western sanctions and geopolitical isolation, Russia views BRICS as a critical platform for maintaining its global influence and fostering economic partnerships. India. With its rapidly growing economy and strategic interests in counterbalancing China, India sees BRICS as a means to bolster its international presence and economic ties. China. As the world's second-largest economy, China uses BRICS to expand its global economic reach and promote its vision of a multipolar world order. South Africa. As the only African member, South Africa represents the continent's interests within BRICS and leverages the group to enhance its development prospects and geopolitical influence. Argentina's domestic economic situation has been a critical factor in its decision-making process. The country has faced chronic economic instability, characterized by high inflation, debt defaults, and a struggling currency. These challenges necessitate immediate solutions, often requiring external financial assistance and favorable trade agreements. Milei's administration likely assessed that aligning more closely with Western financial institutions and countries would provide more immediate relief and support for Argentina's economic recovery efforts. This pragmatic approach, while potentially sacrificing long-term strategic benefits of BRICS membership, addresses Argentina's urgent economic needs. Geopolitical considerations. Geopolitically, Argentina's decision reflects its strategic orientation towards the West. The country has historical and cultural ties with Europe and North America, influencing its foreign policy decisions. By rejecting BRICS, Argentina signals its intention to strengthen these ties and align more closely with Western political and economic frameworks. Moreover, Argentina's decision can be seen as a response to the shifting geopolitical landscape, where countries are increasingly required to navigate complex alliances and rivalries. Aligning with BRICS could have complicated Argentina's relations with Western powers, potentially affecting trade, investment, and diplomatic relations. Ideological alignment. Ideologically, Milei's far-right administration's rejection of BRICS underscores the importance of political ideology in shaping foreign policy. Milei's libertarian views, emphasizing free market principles and skepticism towards state intervention, contrast sharply with the economic models favored by BRICS members. This ideological divergence likely played a significant role in Argentina's decision. Milei's government may have perceived BRICS' emphasis on state-led development and collective bargaining as incompatible with its economic philosophy and strategic vision. Potential scenarios and future implications. Scenario 1. Reevaluation under new leadership. A potential scenario is that Argentina might reevaluate its decision under a future administration. Political leadership changes can bring about shifts in foreign policy priorities. If future leaders view BRICS as beneficial for Argentina's long-term economic and strategic interests, the country might reconsider its membership. In this scenario, Argentina could leverage BRICS development funding and trade opportunities to address its economic challenges and enhance its global standing. This would require a reassessment of the ideological and strategic alignment with BRICS's goals. Scenario 2. Strengthening Western alliances. Alternatively, Argentina may continue to strengthen its alliances with Western countries, seeking economic and financial stability through closer ties with the United States and Europe. This path could involve deeper integration into Western-led economic frameworks, potentially at the expense of diversifying its global partnerships. In this scenario, Argentina would prioritize immediate economic relief and stability, potentially foregoing the long-term strategic benefits of BRICS membership. This approach would necessitate navigating the complexities of Western economic and political dynamics, including aligning with Western geopolitical interests. Scenario 3. Balancing multiple alliances. A third scenario involves Argentina adopting a more balanced approach, seeking to maintain relations with both Western countries and BRICS nations. This strategy would require diplomatic finesse and careful navigation of competing interests. By balancing multiple alliances, Argentina could maximize its economic opportunities and strategic leverage. This approach would involve engaging with BRICS on specific issues while maintaining strong ties with Western powers, aiming to benefit from both alliances without fully committing to either. Conclusion. Argentina's rejection of BRICS membership in late 2023 reflects a complex interplay of political, economic, and ideological factors. Javier Milei's far-right administration's decision underscores Argentina's strategic alignment with Western economic frameworks and its cautious approach towards embracing alternative global alliances like BRICS. Looking ahead, the implications of Argentina's decision are multifaceted. It raises questions about BRICS' ability to expand and consolidate its influence amid diverse member interests and geopolitical challenges. For Argentina, future leadership transitions could potentially lead to a reassessment of its foreign policy priorities, including a possible reconsideration of BRICS membership based on evolving economic and strategic considerations. Key considerations for future analysis. Economic impact assessment. Analyzing the economic implications of Argentina's rejection of BRICS involves assessing both short-term and long-term consequences. In the short term, Argentina may miss out on potential development funding and trade opportunities offered by BRICS institutions. This could impact its ability to address infrastructure deficits and stimulate economic growth. Long-term effects may include potential shifts in global trade dynamics and Argentina's integration into broader economic networks. Geopolitical dynamics. From a geopolitical perspective, Argentina's decision highlights the complexities of balancing regional alliances and global partnerships. It underscores the country's strategic orientation towards Western powers and its cautious approach towards aligning with alternative global blocs like BRICS. Future geopolitical developments will be critical in shaping Argentina's foreign policy choices and its role in global affairs. Ideological alignment and policy consistency. The ideological underpinnings of Argentina's rejection of BRICS membership reveal the importance of policy consistency and alignment with domestic economic priorities. Milei's administration's libertarian stance emphasizes free market principles and minimal state intervention, contrasting with the collective bargaining and state-led development approach of BRICS. This ideological divergence underscores the challenges of fostering consensus within diverse international alliances. Strategic reevaluation under future leadership. The potential for Argentina to reevaluate its decision under future leadership introduces uncertainty into its long-term foreign policy trajectory. Changes in political leadership could lead to shifts in strategic priorities, including reconsideration of BRICS membership based on evolving economic conditions and geopolitical dynamics. Such scenarios underscore the dynamic nature of global alliances and the strategic flexibility required in navigating international relations. Conclusion. Argentina's rejection of BRICS membership in late 2023 represents a pivotal moment in its foreign policy landscape. Driven by political, economic, and ideological considerations, this decision reflects the country's strategic alignment with Western economic frameworks and its cautious approach towards alternative global alliances. As Argentina navigates its path forward, future leadership transitions and evolving geopolitical dynamics will play a crucial role in shaping its international relations strategy and determining its role in the global economic order.